8.7%. 8.7%. That is a percentage of the 35.7 million tons of plastic that is recycled each year. Increase that by just 1%, and you have 3.5 million tons of plastic put back into the system. Now, I've been told that some plastic just can't be recycled. There are so many different types, and some recyclers just don't have the ability to do so. However, with the chemical process that APChemi uses, it doesn't matter the plastic that comes in. They're able to produce extremely clean oil that can go right back into the system. And so, to not waste any more time, Suhas, do you mind letting us know a little bit more about APChemi and what you do?
APChemi is in business of technology, engineering, equipment manufacturing, as well as conversion of plastic waste into oil. Since 2007, we've supplied, to be exact, 47 facilities, most of them in India, to convert plastic into oil, but we have done a bunch of assignments in Middle East, Africa, as well as Europe and UK. We convert plastic waste that usually goes to landfill. We convert that into oil, and that we have additional piece of technology that can also purify that oil so that that oil quality can be upgraded. So that is what APChemi does. Yeah.
Awesome. And I know that you guys have quite the setup there. I was looking at your website. There's a lot of moving parts and things that go on there. How did you go through this progression to get to this point where you have such a large scale facility where you're able to do so many different things and purify the oil and all of that? So can you lead me through a process of where APChemi started and how you got to the point where you're at today?
We present opportunity to create value from plastic waste and biomass waste, and we're supported by ecosystems of Shell, Alliance to End Plastic Waste, KPMG, and startup acceleration programs of Malaysia as well as Indonesia. Our vision is to unlock the global production of biofuels, circular plastics, and sustainable chemicals through pyrolysis and oil purification technologies. Our efforts in this field are recognized by KPMG and others. Our technology and business model is to convert plastic and biomass waste into the required quality of oil for downstream production of circular economy plastics, retail blendable fuels. In some countries, fuels produced from plastic waste also are recognized as biofuels, as well as sustainable chemicals. So since 2007, we have tested, operated, and perfected our technologies. We've proven end-to-end solution for plastic waste to oil, to biomass, to oil, starting from equipment manufacturing, installation, commissioning, technology licensing, as well as oil production. So just to discuss a couple of case studies, we have converted multi-layer packaging plastic waste into high-quality oil, like your snack packets, chips packets is multi-layer packaging, wherein you have 3-4 layers of plastic with aluminum layer. So that is multi-layer packaging. We can take that and convert it into high-quality oils and chemicals. We can convert typical post-consumer plastic waste into high-quality oils and chemicals. So just to zoom in a little bit, this is the quality of plastic waste that is coming in from landfill, and then it goes through these shredders to do preliminary pre-processing, and then this quality of raw material, like this is how the plastic waste from landfill looks like after shredding and all. Then it goes through these kind of plants that we had supplied and gets processed in the SCADA operated process plant to produce this quality of oil without use of catalyst. So this is one of the things that we had done. We have also converted certain post-industrial biomass waste into Euro 6 quality petrol and diesel from biomass waste. We are leaders in pyrolysis, EPC, EPCM, or turnkey contracts with with 47 plastic to oil and biomass to oil plants supplied till date. We have 12 patents in the domain of pyrolysis and oil purification, and we are building our own 50 ton per day plastic to chemicals plant near Mumbai. We are exploring synergies with global corporates. We sponsor research at Institute of Chemical Technology. We have sponsored PhD chemical engineering research students there. And our global clients include Equate, Unilever, Uflex, Amcor, and Shell, among others. Just to pictorially show what our technology is capable of doing. So if you convert plastic waste into oil using pyrolysis alone, that doesn't produce very high quality of oil. That oil has impurities of sulfur, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, and oligomers. So with combination of our pyrolysis and purification technology, we are able to produce high quality oils from plastic waste that can replace, say, crude oil or naphtha in refineries to produce feedstock for chemical recycling of plastic waste. We have both pyrolysis technology as well as oil purification technology. So this is a patent granted oil purification technology that we have. Just to talk about the team, I have 12 years in pyrolysis. I know what works and what doesn't work in pyrolysis. I take initiatives in both business development as well as R&D. Vijay heads engineering management with over 40 years experience in EPC. Aruna has over 15 years of experience in operations. And our team is also blessed by advisors like Adam Nandakumar or Rakesh. They're senior petrochemical professionals. We are also mentored by acceleration programs of Shell and Alliance to End Plastic Waste. And the question that you asked really was like, how do the process plants come up? Like, how do we start and set up a complicated chemical process plant to convert plastic into oil? This is the typical project approach that is taken up by process industry. So you start with pre-feasibility study, which includes raw material due diligence, opportunity approach paper, or regulatory review, what environmental clearances are required and all. Then you do a feasibility study, which involves front-end engineering design, which can involve maybe 15,000 to 25,000 engineering man hours, safety studies. Then you go into detailed engineering and EPC, EPCM, which kind of goes together. And then after the plant starts, then ongoing support also is required. So it is an extensive process to come up with a chemical process plant. And we work closely with our clients or partners to make this happen. Coming up with a chemical process plant, it's quite a rigorous engagement. Yeah, you are looking at anywhere between 20,000 to 50,000 engineering man hours for these kind of plants, and there's a lot of work that is put together to get every nut bolt of it right.
Definitely. What stage are you guys at now?
So we've set up 47 plants till date for people. We have supplied 47 plants, and now we are in process of transitioning our business from not only supplying the plants to other people, but we are in process of building up our own 50-ton per day plant near Mumbai, and for which we are raising funds, raising project finance for greenfield projects like chemical recycling of plastic is quite a bit of a challenge in territories like India. But yes, I mean, we are reaching there. Yeah.
How do you go about getting all the plastic that comes into your facility? Does it come just from recycling plants in the area, or is it coming from industrial sites? Like, where does the plastic come from?
So plastic waste comes from most of the plastic waste is post-consumer. So it is used by the consumers, and then after that it goes to the material recovery facilities. It comes from there, or it comes from reject of mechanical recycling. It comes from there.
Gotcha. And I know, so I also talked to a couple other groups that are doing work to clean up the oceans and the ocean gyre. Would you guys be able to work with like collection crews who like pick up the plastic and then they could come deliver them to your plants and that kind of stuff, or does it have to be a certain type of delivery to your plants?
We have processed river plastic and beach cleanup plastic and ocean bound plastic. So it's actually a little better quality compared to post-consumer plastic waste that comes from material recovery facilities in certain regions of world. But yes, it can be processed. The challenge there is not whether it can be processed or not in our technology. The challenge is quantities. Quantities are very low. Like usually one river generates like 200 kilogram to half a ton per day of plastic waste. Or say even ocean bound plastic, when you send a ship inside and collect, maybe to collect 15 tons of plastic waste, the ship has to be in the sea for 15 days or 20 days. So, and our plants usually process like 10 tons or 20 tons that per day, per plant is the consumption of plastic waste. So challenge is really around the quantities, but yes, that plastic can be processed into oil. That's not a challenge. Yeah.
Interesting. What was your first stage? It was quite a process you were mentioning to kind of go through all those stages. How long did those stages take? I mean, now you're at 47 plants, which is awesome, but where was the first plant and how long did that take?
So as you go through the entrepreneurship, you discover different versions of yourself. So when I started in 2007, I didn't know that I would work. I'll be lucky enough to build a team and work with right people to develop so many projects. But how I started is that in 2007, I found myself in a situation that I didn't want to work for somebody else. I wanted to do something of my own. And then based on my savings, I put together a small plastic to oil plant to convert, say, 2-3 kilograms of plastic into oil. And then I put it in the back of my car and I started showing it to people. And
awesome.
it was looking back, for me, it is kind of funny. I can laugh at that kind of entrepreneurship. But then I think in this universe, when you put in a genuine effort, universe figures the rest of it out for you. If you have to define what carries the business forward is only the effort. So if there is genuinity of effort, something gets figured out somewhere. Yeah.
Right. Where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Yeah.
What is one place that somebody can reach out to you to be able to find you out on social media? Just one.
One place is LinkedIn.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you just search my name on LinkedIn, you should be able to find. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Great. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Suvas. Appreciate it.